The Office of the Ombudsman and the Department of Public Works and Highways are investigating possible connections between contractor couple Sara and Curly Discaya and CLTG Builders, a company reportedly connected to Senator Bongo. CLTG Builders is reportedly a company owned by Go's father. In an ambush interview on Thursday, October 16, Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon emphasizes that no one will be spared from this investigation. Dizon says Ombudsman Boying Remulla called him on Wednesday evening, October 15, after the Discayas decided to stop cooperating with the Independent Commission for Infrastructure on the flood control probe.
Paulit-ulit sinasabi ng Pangulo na kahit sino yan, at kahit previous administration niya, wala siyang sisinuin, wala siyang sasatuin. Lahat kailangan managot dito. At in fact, nag-usap na kami ni Ombudsman Remulla kagabi about this. And ngayon, we are already working to look at the documents from the previous administration. Yun din naman ang mandate natin. From 2016 to 2025. Yun din ang mandate ng ICI. So, wala tayong sisinuhin dito.
Dizon reiterates that the Ombudsman and DPWH are reviewing the contracts of the Discayas during the Duterte administration.
Meron na kaming plano at meron na kaming mga gagawin sa mga susunod na araw to look at those, specifically at those contracts of the Discayas during the previous administration.
In September, Go denied involvement in a joint venture between CLTG Builders and the Discayas. Sara Discaya earlier told the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee that they entered into a joint venture deal with CLTG. But when asked if this project involved anything related to flood control, Discaya said she couldn't remember. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council says the death toll from the September 30 magnitude 6.9 earthquake that rocked Cebu is now at 76. In its situational report on Thursday morning, October 16, the NDRRMC also says the number of injuries from the tremor is currently at 559. The agency noted that authorities have yet to validate both the reported deaths and injuries. According to the NDRRMC, at least 740,000 individuals were affected by the strong quake. The magnitude 6.9 earthquake struck 19 kilometers northeast of Bogo City at 9:59 p.m. on September 30. Meanwhile, a separate report from the agency shows the death toll from the magnitude 7.4 and magnitude 6.8 earthquakes that jolted Davao Oriental on October 10 stood at 8. It adds that there were 176 injuries and 1.18 million individuals affected by the earthquakes. The magnitude 7.4 earthquake struck 48 kilometers northeast of Manay Town in Davao Oriental at 9:43 a.m. on October 10. The magnitude 6.8 earthquake occurred 43 kilometers southeast of Manay at 7:12 p.m. later that day. The International Criminal Court says Prosecutor Karim Khan's disqualification from the trial of former President Rodrigo Duterte has no direct impact on the ongoing investigation. According to the ICC, the Office of the Prosecutor's work on the situation related to the Philippines is led by Deputy Prosecutor Mame Mandiayen-Yang. In a ruling dated October 15, the ICC states that it did not consider the actual bias on the part of the prosecutor. But the ICC says Khan's involvement in an Article 15 communication may have an objectively reasonable appearance of bias in the eyes of an observer. In a statement, the Office of the Prosecutor maintains that the investigative and prosecutorial activities in relation to Duterte's case are led by a multidisciplinary team under the supervision of Deputy Prosecutor Yang. According to the Office of the Prosecutor, the crimes against humanity case against Duterte advanced solely on the strength of independently gathered evidence and information collected from a wide range of sources. The office adds that victims and survivors in the Philippines deserve justice and accountability, stressing that its activities in this case will continue. Earlier, former President Duterte's team appealed for Khan's disqualification from the case for supposedly failing to disclose what they described as a grievous conflict of interest. Duterte's counsel Nicholas Kaufman said Khan, in his capacity as a private lawyer for hire in 2018, represented victims of an alleged policy of extrajudicial drug-related killings in the Philippines. Duterte is under the ICC's custody over crimes against humanity charges in relation to his administration's bloody drug war.